second.
Now you're on.
Hello, everybody. I'll repeat what I just said, because apparently there was no audio.
Hello, everybody. I'll repeat what I just said. Apparently there was no audio.
Sorry for that. I hope we didn't blast out anybody's eardrums. Try it again. Okay. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Terminal City Tabletop Convention. I'm Andrea and Blair, the Communications Director for the event. We're excited to have you here. Before we get started, I'd just like to do a territory acknowledgement. We respectfully acknowledge that we live, work, and play on the traditional, unceded, and ancestral territories of the Matsqui, Kwantlen, Katzie, and Samiamu First Nations. As we are in the Metro Vancouver area, our event usually takes place in Vancouver, so I just would like to recognize all of the Coast Salish territories that make up the Metro Vancouver and Fraser Valley areas. So welcome to the show. We're really excited to have you here. This is our second year doing an online convention, unfortunately. Last year's event we did with 2 weeks notice, so that was a little hectic. We were really happy to have a little bit more time to plan something online and amazing for you. Yeah, if you are tuning in from outside of sort of the Metro Vancouver area, we are a tabletop convention that is based in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. We usually happen sort of the last weekend in March. And yeah, this is, I think, our 8th year. I meant to look it up before we signed up. I think it's our 8th year running, which is pretty exciting. We're getting close to almost a full decade. Our event was started by Shannon Lentz, who looked at kind of the gaming landscape in the Vancouver area and saw that we didn't really have a board gaming or RPG or tabletop convention in our area. We had GotaCon on Vancouver Island, but we didn't have anything on the mainland for some reason. So he decided to bring the community together to start the event. And, oh, someone's commented, green screen, green t-shirt. Yay, I'm invisible!
No, you shouldn't be.
Our screen is actually blue, so that's a small tech issue. Anyway, so Shannon started the event and he ran it, and it grew over the years. So it started just as a small event, and it grew to a community space, and then grew to an even bigger space with lots of rooms, dedicated RPG room. Last year, like I said, we had to cancel our in-person event due to COVID and switch to online, and Shannon decided to sort of step away from the event so he could focus his energies elsewhere, and so he handed the keys to the event over to myself, Andrea, and my husband Blair. He's just trying to, and there we go. We've attended Terminal City since day one. We've been volunteers for several years. We love board gaming and tabletop gaming, and it's,
as you can tell by our backdrop, which was our game library before we took over TCTC.
Yeah, so we were really excited to take over the event and just continue building what is an awesome community event for years to come, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Just a reminder that by participating in Terminal City Tabletop Convention, you agree to follow our code of conduct, which I'm going to post a link to in the Twitch chat right now. If you need any help or whatever, feel free to reach out to the organizing team, which here on Twitch, you just tag one of the moderators and we can provide assistance, or if you're on the Discord, just reach out to anyone who's tagged with the organizing team tag and we can help you. Keeping in mind that if you tag one of us directly, if we're on the stream, it might take us a little while, but there is several of us around, so we are here for you. We have a wonderful schedule lined up for you. We have a full day of Twitch stuff happening today. I'm just going to bring that up so I can see it. We started at 9. We're going to, I think, midnight tonight, hopefully, which is pretty awesome.
At least till 10.
At least till 10, Blair says.
Depending on how tired we are and how many people are still interested in watching us play Magic.
I will post our full Twitch schedule, so we hope you'll tune in all day with us. So we've got, after I do this welcome, I'll be demoing Railroad Inc. Then we will have Test Coast Games podcast live. They'll be introducing Hot Banana Games about their new game Steam Up. Then at 10:30, Denis Ryan will be playing some Downforce live on the air. Next at noon, we will have, it's our RPG time. So Krzysztof Sapinski, the RPG room manager and designer of the game Free Spacer, he'll be running a session of his game, which is awesome. Then at 4 o'clock, we will have Andrea from Rain City Games tuning in to run some board games. The Quiet Year, which is a roll and write, so you can play along at home. Then at 6, Blair and I will be back to play some board games for about an hour. We've decided pandemic, possibly, which seems appropriate. Maybe a little too soon, but we did play it last year, so we'll see how it goes a year later. Then at 7 p.m., Daniel Winter is from Board Game Feast is tuning in to do cookies in Calico. So get some ingredients ready, pull your butter out of the fridge so it comes to room temperature, and join for a bake-along that's inspired by the board game Calico. Then at 8 p.m., Denis Ryan's back for our TCTC virtual pub quiz, which should be a lot of fun. He's going to tune in just a little bit just to run over how that'll work. So if you want to join later, you can. And then at 10 p.m., Blair might host some TCTC After Dark. I think he's thinking of some Magic the Gathering, maybe.
We'll see what Chris feels like at the time.
Yep.
And go based on there, but I'm hoping it'll most likely be something. Whether it's going to be Magic or a board game or two, we haven't decided yet. It's kind of the TCTC After Dark theme. Who knows?
Chill vibes as we wind down for the day. That's the schedule. The Discord server is available if you want to come in and jump in on some games. I will share that link in the Twitch chat. Just come join our community. Come chat. Come hang out. See what's available. See what our sponsors are up to. There's lots of games happening. Lots of seats still at games. So we're really excited for our schedule and everything that's going on. I'm looking at my notes. If you're playing along at home, whether you're watching the Twitch stream or you're jumping into an online game hosted on Tabletop Simulator or Roll20 or whatever, or if you've borrowed games from our board game library or just playing games at home while you listen to us here on Twitch, we would love to see your photos. Sometimes it just feels like we're talking to a camera and is anybody out there? So we would love to see what you're up to. Feel free to post them in the Discord. Feel free to tag us on various social medias. Our handle is @TerminalCityCon. You can put it in the hashtag, which is TCTC2021. We would just love to see photos. Just to help us feel like we're connected and we're all together.
Denis Ryan is standing by.
Wonderful. I'm almost done my notes, and then he can jump in and chat about the pub quiz. Lastly, I just want to do a general thank you to all of our organizers who pitched in to help. We're really grateful for all the work you've put in. So Matthew and Christoph and Dennis and Marcel and obviously Blair and myself, we're the organizing team. We're really grateful for everyone who helped, and of course all of our volunteers who are running all of the awesome events that we have going on. We can't do this event without you. Even when we do in person, we love the support of the community. It's really amazing. And thank you to our sponsors who are helping us to weather 2 very difficult years for this event. Obviously, having to cancel an event with 2 weeks notice has a big impact on an event, and then having a second year where we can't get together in person, it kind of hurts. So we really appreciate everybody's support, and like I say, of the sponsors, of the community in general. Just it's really heartwarming how much you guys have all rallied around us and just supported this event. So we really appreciate it.
Ticket holders.
Oh yes, and our patron ticket holders, which I totally forgot. Sorry guys. Sorry folks. Working on that one. Thank you. We really appreciate it. Yeah, so I think we're going to welcome Denis to the video.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, everybody.
You're on.
Can everyone hear Denis okay when he's talking? Let us know in the Twitch. We just want to make sure. We're having some audio issues yesterday, so...
We think it's resolved. Oh, people can see it. Perfect. You're on, Denis.
Perfect.
Sweet. Hi. This is rather embarrassing. Turns out we're wearing the same shirt.
Is that embarrassing or is that, like, awesome?
It's terrible. What a terrible fashion faux pas. So yeah, I'm really excited to host a couple of events this weekend, starting with Downforce in a couple of hours' time. There's an opportunity to vote on some of the racers that you haven't seen around before. If you haven't seen my last year's Downforce, it's pretty exciting. I'm not going to spoil it right now, but
it's a lot of fun.
We don't use our standard in-game racers, so we get to vote on a few then. And then later tonight is the pub quiz. This is a pretty big one for me. So it's going to be 70 questions, 7 topics. Board games, obviously, and tabletop in general, as well as movies, cartoons, TV shows, books, comics, and video games. So a nice broad selection of categories. You can join as a team or as solo. We're going to do it through a website called sli.do. That's sli.do. It doesn't need a sign up, or it doesn't need any information from you when you join. I would just ask you to put in a username so it shows up on screen. And they're all multiple choices. So even if you're not sure the answer, or even if you don't have a clue, you'll still be able to pick one of the 4. So you have like a 25% chance of getting it right regardless. So it's going to be fun. So yeah, you don't really need anything. If you want to join as a team, organize how you want to communicate to each other separately through WhatsApp or whatever that may be, and pick one of you to be the person answering questions. And it should be a good laugh. I'm really looking forward to it. The questions are broad and hopefully funny enough that you'll enjoy it, whether you get it right or not.
We're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping if this is a success, maybe we can do something at our in-person event. I'm not sure how that would look, but it would be super cool.
I'd love to do it. I think a pub quiz at an in-person event would be much easier, because for me, I'd come up with 70 questions, but I also had to come up with like 210 extra wrong answers. so it's like, it was a lot of work. And I mean, I made some of them very obviously wrong, so you can enjoy them for a laugh, but then, a lot of them have to be like just subtly wrong to show people off. So hopefully in person it'll be right and answers, and it won't be quite as much work for the host. We also have an intermission during the pub quiz tonight, and I'm really looking forward to that, because that in itself is a lot of fun, but there's no points for that. So you can either take a walk and take a break and get a fresh drink, or you can hang out and discuss the intermission activity. So I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to spoil anything else about it.
Sounds good.
That's about it. That's starting at 8 o'clock. Or in and around there, we'll be quite flexible at a time. To a certain extent, if Daniel runs over his piece, I'm not going to be too worried because I can speed up the questions if I want to. So, and before then, join me at 10:30 for Downforce, a very exciting game.
Awesome. Thanks, Denis. We're looking forward to it.
Me too.
Okay. So 15 minutes. Let's see. Is that a tiny Andrea or a giant Denis? I think it was a mix of both. I was just looking at all your... No echo today. Still a little microphone peaking. Working on the audio.
Don't forget to ask people to support us by subscribing to this channel. Because
yes,
I would love to
start
start doing, monthly or bi-weekly or weekly, depending on how many subscribers, and help supporting the community some more and play board games. And once the pandemic lightens up a little, we can have guest players. And right now it'll just be us, but
Blair would really like to do a Twitch stream.
I would really like to do a Twitch stream. Please subscribe so that my wife thinks it's actually people want to see it, and we can make time for it. We don't have enough to do.
Yep. And we mentioned the T-shirts that Denis and I were wearing. So these are the awesome T-shirts featuring art by Tim Huskin. I hope I said that right, Tim.
They're not see-through T-shirts.
They're not see-through T-shirts, sadly. We did try for a blue green screen, but apparently there is still not enough contrast. So I'm a little bit invisible.
Or it's actually not bright enough in here for me to turn down the corrective slider.
Okay.
To differentiate between the colors.
Stuff.
So
we do still have a few T-shirts left if you were interested in one. They're just on the Terminal City Con website. We can drop them off at Rain City Games for you to pick up, or we can ship them to you, or you're welcome to come out to Aldergrove, which is where we live, to pick one up. So, yay, exciting shirts! We also have a bunch of shirts from previous years, so if you would like one of those, they are discounted, so feel free to pick one of those up.
see-through shirt looks pretty rad. Yeah, well.
If only that was a real, actual thing. Could you imagine? That would be so great.
You remember back in the big wet T-shirt contest? They were see-through shirts.
Oh, that's a little awkward.
That is a little awkward, yeah.
Yeah, that's a little awkward.
But it was! That was the whole thing between them, and they weren't inappropriate. They had bathing suits on, so. Oh, thanks, Exic14. I don't know how to pronounce that. Exic14, subscribe with Prime.
Thank you. Yeah, so what are you all excited for this weekend? We've got lots of board games, role-play games. Feel free to shout it out in the chat.
RPGs.
RPGs!
Hold on, whoa. One of our RPG room managers is excited about the RPG.
What?
Oh, Jesus. Let's see, I guess we're just
The Queen Must Die, yeah, that's one of our proto games. The Roll and Rights.
Speaking of which, we have one starting within 11 minutes.
Yeah, coming soon. Oh, I should maybe not show the blue one. I should maybe show the red one.
That's better.
So it's not invisible. Awesome, Wannabe Kiwi. We're excited. Thank you for demoing games. Hopefully, you can come next year to the in-person event. Hanabi. Hanabi's a good one. Proto Alley.
Yeah, that Hanabi actually filled up really fast. As I stumble in here. There we go. Watch all the extra storage on the floor.
Downforce. Denis's Downforce is pretty awesome. I won't spoil it for you because it's so good. Fiasco. I would love to play Fiasco.
Yeah, Fiasco would be a lot of fun. Where is...
Yeah, the Pearl Alley, our homegrown games.
Porter Valley is kind of something that's been with TCTC right from the beginning, if I recall correctly.
Yeah. Oh, Victoria, BC representing. Awesome.
Oh, nice.
The Steam Up demo. Steam Up looks really good too.
I was actually quite excited to see when people were applying for the tickets. There's someone in Mexico.
Oh, super cool.
Yeah. The few in the States.
That is one of the benefits of being online is we're not limited by geography. So
Yes, we do get.
you got to find the silver linings.
Let's find them where we can.
Yeah.
Steam Up is so good. Yeah, I think my wife's waiting for that one to hit Kickstarter because I think she's going to be like the first deluxe backer if there is a deluxe.
Chicken Heist, yeah. We have Chicken Heist in our own board game collection, which is exciting.
I mean, not in this one.
Blood on the Clock Tower. Edmonton.
Oh, Edmonton. Nice, nice.
Yes, we hope you make it out to the coast sometime so we can play games.
Oh, well.
Maybe another question. Where's everyone tuning in from?
Yeah, I guess you inadvertently asked that because
Yeah.
we started getting it, so.
I mean, our event does happen in Vancouver, but, I mean, the Lower Mainland's such a big space to begin with. And then, because we are online, we can have folks from outside of BC.
We should probably mention now that if people go to the SCED website, they can download the...
Oh, yes, I'll share
Prince-
that link, yeah.
Yeah.
The faraway land of Surrey. I am Dream Shop. That's not faraway land. We're in Aldergrove, so
Yeah.
New Westminster, Gastown in Vancouver. Oh, we have someone from South Africa joining in. That's pretty cool. Welcome.
That's pretty awesome.
Osoyoos, Burnaby, North Vancouver. Awesome. Welcome, everybody. Oh, Dennis would like to know who's been lucky enough to have been to every Terminal City so far.
We have. Yeah.
Port Coquitlam. Oh, Murrayville, Langley.
Oh, look at that.
I didn't realize you were so close.
What?
Matthew, we could have, my day job is in Murrayville. So you didn't have to go to New West to get your shirts.
You could have just come to our house and picked them up, yeah. Had we known. Oh, Austria. Wow.
Austria,
That's
awesome.
really cool.
Welcome.
We need to get a second map.
Oh, Shannon's listening in. Welcome, Shannon.
Shannon's been to all of them? Oh, good.
Obviously.
Good.
I hope so.
I hope so, too.
I hope the founder of our event has been to every event.
He did show up for last year's event.
Yeah.
And he's here at
Of
this year's
course.
event, so yeah. So that's pretty good. Sorry, it saddens me that there's no Jeep one in the blue version.
Blair's just getting set up for railroading at 9:30, which I will try and find the link to
Yes.
share for you all. So if you don't have a copy of the game at home, you can print it off and still play along. Let me see if I can find it.
It should be on the SCED.
Oh, it's on the sked? Okay.
It should be on. I think I put the. I intended to put the link there.
Oh.
We'll see if I did or not.
Here's your board game cat alert. This is Emmett. He likes to hang out on the back of this couch, so you'll probably see him a lot.
Most of the weekend.
Hi. And on the sketch, let's see. Railroading. It is not. Oh wait. There it is.
Yeah, see, there we go. I knew I put it there.
Do.
I hope Emmett joins for the stream tonight. Most likely. When we're down here, he doesn't usually leave the back of the couch, so
Yeah.
There's a very
And
good chance he'll
I
be there.
did also remember to pull the butter out of the fridge so that I could.
I almost put it back in. I'm like, why did you leave the butter out?
That's why.
100, yay. 100 what?
Does Emmett have a jug band? He doesn't have a jug band, but he does have a DeLorean that likes to travel in time. He even has a mini Marty McFly that goes with him on his adventures.
I think the mini Marty McFly actually came with the DeLorean.
Well, yeah.
Not the point, right? Not the point.
There we go. Okay, so I just posted in the chat the link for the Railroad Inc. Roll and Write. So if you would like to play along, you can easily print off a board and follow along with us.
Should have brought my mouse with me.